What is good, my people, my peeps? I am not going to keep you long. I'm just here to apologize for falling into the trap. The narcissistic trap that I fell into that brought me out of my character. And so, yeah, the video that I did where I was smooth going off somewhat, yeah, it's gone. It's deleted. I have dealt with a narcissist before, and I should have known I was falling into the trap of the flying monkey. But when you get caught up and you're irritated from everything, not just from the foolishness that you're going through, it'll set you off. So yeah, so I said, well, let me come back and apologize to my channel and the people that are on my channel who watch my channel and my content. I have been pulled out of my character too much on this channel. And that's not the concept or why this channel was developed. So therefore, I came back to apologize. And if I've been giving you guys any negative energy, I apologize for that. That I don't want to transfer any negative energy onto you guys. I have to remember how to handle myself when, dealing with narcissism and narcissists and flying monkeys and their traps and their ways to trigger you. When the narcissist is not near you, sometimes you don't realize what's going on. And that's what happened, guys. That's what happened. And I know what's going on now. Why do I keep saying chosen ones? Because I believe in the Most High God. And I believe that this targeting, this gang stalking is a form of walking through the fire, being tested to see if you have the fortitude to make it into the kingdom. So that's why I say chosen one. But if you prefer T.I., Seth, no, Seth, the Most High God has chosen people here on this planet. Yeah, the Israelites are chosen. And that's another reason, too, why I say chosen one. The Israelites are his chosen people. So that's another reason. So, yeah, but goodness gracious. When I got home and I sat back and I thought about it, I'm like, why are you letting them pull you out of your character? That's what they want. Dealing with a narcissist, they must show the public or whomever is around. Maybe it's not like on a public forum like this, but it may be your husband or a co-worker. They must appear to be innocent and look like they're not doing anything, but they're handling the puppet strings in the background. And when I sat back and I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Do what what they feel they need to do. I'm not going to corrupt my channel behind this foolishness that actually it has nothing to do with you all. The broadcast that was involved in me doing an interview was not even broadcast on this channel. So therefore, I'm not addressing anything on this channel regarding that situation anymore. Okay, guys? So I hope you guys accept my apology. Unsubscribe from the agent. Thank you for opening my eyes. Well, like I said, I'm done with that because, yeah, that's not being handled like adults. And there's some issues going on there, and I won't be bringing it to this channel and corrupting this channel with all that negative energy. And I get it, developer, and I think it was, who else said something? TITV, I think, where it mentioned the negativity, and you can transmit or transfer negative energy. Some people might consider it negative vibes or something like that. It's not going down here. No, we're going to cancel all that out. All of that, because we already going through enough. So when you go on to a Chosen One's channel or a TI channel, you're trying to come and visit their channel for guidance or to express, you know, what's going on with you, exchange information, things of that nature. You know, like I've been doing, and I'm going back to doing that, providing you guys with updates regarding the collapse or survival gear or anything that can help us, you know, get through the upcoming collapse of this system, which we know as the United States. You can't trust no one in the TI community. Everybody's beefing and chasing clout. I mean clout. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, and that is so, that's what's ironic about it all. You know, some people, I had to say, look, I'm not here to beef with you on different videos that I have done. And the more I said, or the more I had to correct somebody that I'm not here to be beefing, it seemed like that snowballed into the biggest beef ever. And I'm like, okay, enough is enough. I'm putting the brakes on right here with me on this channel, you know. So whatever they choose to do is whatever they choose to do. But we all know who's in control. If you are a believer, you should know that the Most High is in control. So when the Most High says, if it's your time, it's your time. Okay? That's that. It's not, I don't care how many thugs, bullies, whatever you send, if the Most High says it's not your time to go, it's not your time to go. And we have to remember that. And I know people say, you be preaching. I don't be preaching. I don't be preaching and teaching. I'm just talking. And if my words mingle with the word of the Lord, then that's okay. But I'm not telling y'all Bible verse, precept on precept. I'm not doing that. So I just want to put that out there. It seems like people are so insecure when it comes to women and them speaking, and then they classify that as teaching. But anyway, we should know that nobody has your life in their hands. Understand that. You might hear of a murder here or somebody doing this here. It was their time. Kevin Samuels passing away, it was his time. We all have a time stamp on us. And when that thing ticks and it's over, it's over. So people can mount up, ride out, do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? We know that from when Job was tested. And the Most High said, you can do anything to Job, but you can't take his life. The devil cannot go past what God has marked as, you can go here, you can go here. God told the ocean, you can go so far, the ocean can go up and then it retreats. It only goes so far, you see? So, do I have a Patreon? No, I don't have a Patreon. I don't have enough subscribers to have a Patreon. I don't think. Yeah, so no, not yet. I probably will develop a Patreon when this platform starts to really get crazy, because when I posted a video, I did a live Thursday night. It was like midnight, because sometimes I do lives late at night. And instantly it was blocked. And I was like, okay. So then I did another one right after that, blocked again. So just to let you guys know, for people who are putting content on their platforms, watch out. I don't even know what caused the videos to get blocked. See, so there was no foul language or anything, because I hardly cuss unless I'm upset. Then some of you guys have seen that before. Then you'll see a few choice words, but other than that, that's not who I am. Men don't like women who know more. You know what? who is that? Developer. I apologize. I don't know if you were on the live earlier. I was apologizing for that negative energy that I was dishing out to you all. But it wasn't meant for you all, but you all, got hit in the crossfires. But yeah, I'm in the process of creating a video. I'm not going to do it as a live. I'm going to do it as a video regarding the end times and women in the Bible and what I'm seeing. And I don't know, developer, if you're in the truth or not, but there's something amiss. There's something wrong. And I don't want to sound like I'm being funny or anything like that with our men in the truth, because they don't even speak about the women in the truth that helped build this nation of Israel. They don't speak about Deborah, a judge, a mother, a teacher, a prophet, a prophetess. There's so many women that have aided in the truth, the building of our nation, that weren't just in the kitchen. It's as if, and I'm gonna say it, you're gonna probably hear it here first, and they're probably gonna call me a Jezebel and all of that, but it's as if the men in the truth, and most of them, the majority of them are black men who we now know are so-called black men and are the children of Israel. And this is just my observation. It's as if the oppression that we all have been under has taken hold, and that slavery mindset, that wanting to be in charge and knowing that they are the head of the house, okay, knowing that they are made in God's image and all of this, but it's like they're not teaching the women of Israel. Only thing they're teaching them is basically to be in the kitchen, and they're not giving the lessons about Deborah and Priscilla and Aquila, husband and wife team. And Priscilla was a teacher. It's just, and in the end times, it says in the Bible that the Most High God is going to pour out his prophecies unto even handmaidens, so, and women and old men. And it's as if they realize that they have an authority, but they want to oppress some of them. Now, I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them. It's, how have you ever seen people who haven't had like any money, and then they get a little bit of money and they start flossing and flashing their money around? It's almost like, I got power, I know who I am, and then they flossing and flashing and, woman, go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich type deal. And it's about, we try to get ready to get into the kingdom, and they still on some power trip. So let me see what else you guys are saying. Hey, developer, is the gang stalking spiritual? Oh, you asking developer, but did you answer developer? Let me see. I truly believe gang stalking is spiritual, so I'm just gonna put that out there. Are you agreeing with Polly? You know what? I think people don't think that I agree with what the Bible agrees with. If it's not against what the laws and commandments and customs of the Bible, I agree with it. It's not for everyone, yeah. It's not for everyone. And the only reason why I think a lot of women don't agree with poly, and how do you say it, poly? Polygamy? Polygamy is because of being raised in Western society, Western cultures. You have women that are just now coming into the truth and have been raised the majority of their life to know you should have one husband should have one wife. Psychologically, men are not understanding that that has a effect on the mind. There's a such thing called Stockholm syndrome, okay? And with Stockholm syndrome, you start to relate to your captives, okay? If we know that, I can't remember the lady's name who was held captive by some bank robbers. I think they were bank robbers, where that terminology came from. And she was held captive with them, so she started to comply or feel compassion and agree with their thought processes. But she was the captive, she was the hostage. And so that's where that terminology comes from, Stockholm syndrome. So you have men trying to push polygamy, and a lot of women, Western women, and I'm just trying to give a scenario here, have Stockholm syndrome. We are still stuck in thinking that that's wrong, because that's not part of the culture that we know. And so men who are eager, I'm sure they're eager to, have multiple wives, even though they might say, it's not about the sex. If we're gonna have a conversation, let's have a real conversation, okay? Sex is a big part of the decision of having multiple wives. We're gonna be real with it if we're gonna have this conversation. But they're not looking at it, and I don't think people let me not say people, men in the truth don't want to look at the psychological effects that women have been raised up into in this society and have adapted to the way of life. So they might not get it. So much is going on nowadays. People are just doing their own thing. I mean, I tell you, pretty soon people are going to be marrying dogs. It's going to be out there. But had men said this is, because it has happened. We know that men in, what state is that? I think it's Montana, Mormons. I think it's Mormons, don't quote me. Have had multiple wives, and I think they moved out in that state because it's legal there. But the thing is, we've heard about how women are treated in those type of situations as well. So it's a subject that needs a conversation, a in-depth conversation when wanting to have multiple wives, especially if you already have a first wife. That transition may be a little difficult. It may be a lot difficult. And it might cause a rift in that relationship, which might cause divorce. And the way I see some camps, it's just like they toss the women aside, and these women have been with these men 6, 7, 8, 10 years, and it's like they're garbage now. I do personally have an issue with that. It's like people hold you down, and then you come into this new knowledge and you toss them away like they are trash, and they probably have helped you along the way. So, it's just a lot of cultural issues with poly that needs to be addressed before just preaching that. So, but anyway, guys, I just came on here really quick just to apologize for falling into the trap of the narcissistic tactics. Yes, don't do what I did. always remember, when you feel yourself bubbling up like that, or if you're dealing with people, uh, and we all know that this is a big, that's the word on the streets nowadays, is narcissist, narcissist. It is, and what this is gonna probably blow your mind too. Narcissists, they have a Jezebel spirit, whether it is a man or a woman. It's the spirit of Jezebel, the control. They have that. It's a spirit that, it's a vain spirit, a very jealous spirit, a very dangerous spirit. So it's not it is not just a category of a woman spirit. A narcissistic spirit can be in a man or a woman, and it's a very dangerous spirit. And they try to portray themselves as the sweetest people, the most charismatic people, and they are charming, very charming people. And they will have people on their side left and right, and people will not believe that they are narcissists because they have situated themselves so well that nobody would believe. But they pull puppet strings, and they use their people around them to do their bidding. And if you don't know the whole setup of a narcissist, the whole system, basically, you'll fall into the trap like I did, because I had just recently found out about a narcissist and what they do. And that is, and I am spiritual, that is a demon spirit. And it's not just for women, it's a Jezebel spirit. Now, I don't know why people just put that spirit on women, because they say succubus and incubus. Those are two different spirits. Those are sexual spirits. Okay, the narcissist spirit is more aligned with control, more aligned with being vain, and everything that I explained to you earlier. So they will make someone look like they're out of control. That's the one. Can you see how they're acting? And overall, it was the narcissist pulling the strings, trying to make somebody look like they're out of control. Because narcissists, they are good at it, honey. They are good at it. And you'll look like the crazy one. So I said, you know what? Not today. Not today, Satan. I rebuke that. I rebuke it. And so I'm here. We're going to start from scratch. This platform is going to continue to do what I was doing. And whatever else happens, the Most High, like I said, is in control. And I'm out of here, and much, much love, guys.